Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Hello to all the new subscribers. We wrapped up that 40 and here's our next victim. Owner said he was out fishing, was coming back to the harbor, and he just lost all power. He said the engine kept running, but it was just like it was in neutral. He'd give it throttle and nothing would happen. So show you the motor, and let me get the bonnet off. At least unlatched. Alright, there it is, little 30 Evinrude, electric start, very small little compact boat, made out of nice thick aluminum. And so anyway, looks a little salty, a little early, but anyway, I mess with the throttle a little bit, and if you look right down in here, hey there, there we go. So there's the bushing, and there's the keeper, and the washer. Alright. And there's the bell crank connector, which goes right up under there. But also I was looking, that's not good. So I'm going to pull the flywheel, but that's no doubt the issues. All the other linkage looks like it's hooked up, but got some things going on. So let me get my puller and get that flywheel off, and we'll see what we find under there. So I'll be right back. Alright, so got the flywheel off. Here's the part that's wore out. Here's the way it is supposed to be set up. You can see this is pressed in there or data coupled or something, but it's just like a big rivet. And this one that's currently on the motor just came apart. So I need to take off the plate here, lift that up, take this off, put that one down, and rehook up all this spring and stuff, and it should be good to go. Clean everything up a little bit. So now what the cause is, I'm not 100% sure. Some of the screws holding the magneto on were loose, so I'm thinking it just vibrated loose. Engine's not well maintained at all, I would say. And I don't think the oil seal's leaking or anything. I think this is all just grease. Everything looks to be grease. So I'm just going to take this one I got out of my bone pile, put it on, and we'll start her and see how she does. So I'll be right back. Alright, about got this one. You can see pretty straightforward. I just put all that stuff back in there. It was broke right there. The tip of the spring was broke, barely hanging on. I just have to attribute it to loose screws, these little bolts here. Several of them were loose, and like I said, this engine's not well taken care of. I'll show you some examples. One, you can see how dirty it is, salty, dirty. I mean, almost looks like mud down in there. But more so, you wonder why things are vibrating loose on this thing. Look at this motor mount right in here. right. That little fin hides it well. Look at that. A nice chunk out of the prop. Some good dings in that one. Tip end's missing off of this one. Whole big chunk of the tip off of that one. Motor mounts completely wore out. So I'll charge him for that up there, and if he wants to make the engine right, that's his call. But very poorly maintained motor. So yeah, looking at where the wires come through and all, it's just not good. It's missing the little thing that holds that together there. I could have, heck, I don't know if it vibrated down in there or not. But it's a rough engine. But I look at it, and if you watch the throttle butterfly inside the carb there, and the magneto moving, so she goes both forward, reverse. So, but I'm not going to mess with anything else on it because the engine it's badly abused, and it's too bad. It's a nice little kicker, but everything about it's kind of abused and rattled and shaken apart, and there's reasons for it. Yeah, those motor mounts there, the propeller there, but I will do it, start it, and let's look at it run. Be right back as soon as I get everything, the rest of the fly. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to mention something about this flywheel. On some flywheels, a lot of people will take a pry bar or whatever, they'll pry up on it and whack the top nut after they've loosened it with a good hammer and pop it loose like that. And for most or a lot of engines, you know, and if you've done it a bunch of times, you know, some people get pretty good at it, and I think it, you know, it's okay, especially on the smaller engines. On this particular engine, I wouldn't do that. Get yourself a puller. It don't have to be an OMC puller, but get yourself a puller, because on this one it's electric start, and that tooth ring is not replaceable. That's part of this, you know, it's all one piece. So I can even see some scoring right in there around where the keyway goes. I looked at the Carter key, and it's in there. It's not sheared, but it's not real big either, but that's what came with it. But yeah, don't do the loosen the nut, pry, and whack and smack with this particular flywheel. It's just too thin, and being that that's your starter ring, you don't want to be prying up on that and stuff. You break this, and oh man. So just a quick tip note, don't do that. And so let me get her some ears on her and everything, get her set up, and we'll see if she runs. All right, be right back. All right, we got this little 30 Evinrude. I repaired what he asked me to repair, and he can throttle up now and all, and it runs okay. A lot of other things wrong with this engine. Even if I sold him used parts to bring this thing back up to, in my opinion, satisfactory condition, even if I gave him used stuff with the labor and used parts he needs, it would probably be over $300. It's just that badly abused. So I'll show you some stuff before we start it. Yeah, so if you look under the mag plate here where the wires come out, that's all bent. And like I said, the motor mounts are shot. That's what's shaking everything loose. I had to put this top on here a couple weeks ago to hold his starter, because this bolt back here, no, the one that comes in this way, stripped out because of all the shaking, and and it's sad because it's a nice little motor. It has so much potential, and but my guess is it'll be run till it just won't run no more. So let me turn on some water here, and we'll start her up. You can see her shaking right there, and that's not even with the motor alone. So, there we go. I did what he asked, and no more. And, oh yeah, I don't know if I showed you this. Yeah, I'm sure she just is in perfect round there. But yeah, the prop is chunks missing, the ends of it all tore up. Yep, chunks missing there. Too bad. It's a nice little Rudy. Needs some love, but I pointed some of this stuff out to him, and he said, "Oh, I just want to use it a few more times this season to go fishing." It's your motor. Nice little old Evinrude 30. There she is. That's the cover. Alrighty. Thanks for watching.